So in today's healing session, hello and welcome. We are going to clear out some archonic energies, and if you hear bangs, my neighbors are like remodeling their back patio or something, so I'm really sorry. But this is the only room that I can do my energy work in. And I've been planning to do this session and these sessions. So right now we are using a Shaman rattle, and it helps clear those archonic parasitic energies that latch onto you and influence you in a negative or pessimistic way. And I just want to say welcome to the channel, and thank you for subscribing, and thank you for your comments and just for existing and being here and allowing me to shed my starseed, earth, medicine, shamanesque gifts. Because I am a shamaness, and I also transmute pain and darkness into light and truth. And I'm an alchemist, and I'm a medicine woman, and I use a lot of plants and Mama Gaia's earth medicines to heal and transmute the darker energies and entities. And I've been doing a series of sessions, on archonic energies and parasites, to where so a parasite will be from a reptilian or an archon of another universe, and they will slip into our universe here because there's, many universes. It's not just one. And, it's not linear. It's not a straight line, and it's just we have multiverses. And what I'm trying to say is they slip in, and then they easily influence you to basically get out of character, like to not be yourself. And then it's like you get influenced by these hooks, and they happen in music. They're gonna be like subliminal messages. You gotta really take, time to really focus on you and get to know your body and your mind and yourself, and really do self-care, because you will get easily influenced. You need to sit alone and process the pain, and you need to just really get to know you and like your likes, your dislikes, your triggers, and you need to feel the pain. And the archons or the parasites, sometimes they get into your family members and your friends and your coworkers, and they will influence you to do things, and you will act out of character. You won't be yourself. And it's in the foods, and I have this in my other videos. So you've heard of pink slime at McDonald's and Taco Bell, things like that. So those can be a form of them, because what happens is after a mother gets an abortion, for instance, they don't just throw away the baby parts, they put those into the foods. And I know it sounds disgusting. How do they do that? They put it in our reclaimed water plants, and the reclaimed water, water makes up, it's in everything. So it gets distributed out. The government knows how to do this, and that's why they have AI bots, secret agents, and it's really expensive. And you're putting that in your body, and it's easy to get sucked into that matrix of parasites when you work in the matrix. And you go to your job, and then your boss is demanding go and get us 5-10 lattes and da-da-da-da, and then you have to go do it. Or if you're just running late for your schedule, you're disciplined in your routine, and then you're I'm just gonna go for McDonald's breakfast, and unknowingly you don't know, it's not your fault. I don't want anyone to feel blamed. I'm just trying to awaken you, and I'm very cutthroat, so I'm very forward. But they really latch in like that, and so you need to lock in, and you need to be no, I'm gonna cook my food. I'm going to you know what I mean? I'm going to rinse my fruits and my vegetables and my leaves, and just gotta be really conscious. And that will be them too, jumbling speech. If they try to latch onto your mental, your emotional space or your energetic blueprint of your soul, they will do this, and they can jumble speech. And parasites can be in everything. It's disgusting. The energy is these energetic gunk, noodly worms. I don't want to say it. I am very, very clairvoyant, and I can see them, I can sense them, I can feel them, and I know what they're in. And the government, they want you to think oh, that's not true. You need Prozac for this. Oh, you're depressed, so you need to take this. And they have the parasites in these pills as well, and they have them in just everything now. So this is what I mean, like, you need to be conscious, like, and don't let them label you, because they'll be like, oh, he has autism, he's on the Asperger's spectrum. Like, all of that labeled bullshit, this is from the Matrix, okay? So it gets really negative and it weighs you down, you know? Like, you feel heavy and you're like, then you start labeling yourself and you're like, am I really anxious? Like, I'm an anxious person. Like, and then it starts to make you feel bad. And, like, no one wants to feel bad, you know? Like, we all want to feel good. We all deserve to live the life of our desires and our dreams, right? Like, we all deserve happiness and peace and love. So this is what I'm here for. I'm here to make you recognize that you are important and that you need to heal, and that I'm also here to help you utilize the healing and cutting these cords from these nasty energetic parasites that are in the universe that slip through. And that, you know, like, you could be like at a school dance, or like your son could be at a school dance, and like they could have parasites in the punch. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Like, it sounds so far off, but it's like, you never know what you're ingesting in your body, and everything is an energetic frequency. And you need to be careful, because these energetic parasites, they can manifest themselves into your body, and then you can start getting sick. So, like, it starts emotionally and, you know, mentally as well. First, it starts energetically. Everything emits a frequency. So it starts in the energy field, okay? We have auras, okay? We have meridian points. The parasites like to latch on through these points, and there's leaks in our auras. Sometimes if we're not, just say like if we get hurt from a relationship, okay? And we're really hurt because like we really loved or cared for that person, and we never thought that they would betray us, or like if we never thought they'd trigger us in our abandonment wounds or our father or mother wounds and all of this betrayal trauma that they brought, all this stuff to your heart chakra. So, like, if you don't heal from that, you have leaks in your energetic auric field. So I'm going to be cutting the parasites out of you today. And I'm also going to be sealing up those leaks in your aura. So right now, this is the ancient shamans and the Native Americans. They used rattles to shake away negative energies, entities that are dark, that don't have good intentions, entities that, you know, like latch on that they're lost, so they project onto people with light, and people who emit peace, tranquility, and love, and all of these good benevolent spirits. The malevolent spirits leech off of the benevolence. So, like, just say you're at work. This is a hypothetical example, and there's like a pack of haters, like a group of girls talking about you, okay? And this has happened several times throughout the course of my life. And it's just like, at first they try to act like cool with you, but then they shift and they turn on you, okay? This is a form of an energetic archonic parasite, and it spreads through the masses. And so, like, they do this because A, in their mortal minds, they're not healed. They're working from a wound that they didn't process the pain from. They're still latching onto the pain, or they're going into work and they're like stressed out. They're not understanding why it happens. They're going through their own issues, and they have leaks in their auras and cracks in their heart chakras, and they're projecting their pain onto you. That's one. Another one can be, they're from the human ego. The human ego, it can be very self-destructive, right? So you need to really learn how to process the pain. If you process it, then it will, it hurts. Healing is very, 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 very extensive, to say the least. I've said this in 2 of my previous videos that and especially if you're healing, and if you're a spiritually awakened chosen one, if you're having a spiritual awakening transformation, which I've been on many, you know what dark nights of the soul feel like, and it's not just oh, love and light to you and flowers and sunlight. It's screaming into a pillow, wanting to take 10 shots of Fireball, screaming again. It's you're broken open and you just don't know, you're in this vortex of what, you know what I mean? So you need to heal these wounds so you don't spread the pain, because if you don't heal yourself, and I know it sucks because it's okay, I have to heal after what that person projected on me. That's not fair, but it's that is your responsibility to heal. Okay, so you don't project it onto the next person, and then boom, it's a pattern. It's a domino effect, and then boom, they don't understand it, and then they'll project it on that person, and then it's it spreads in the masses. So this is how archonic shit, like, I don't know how else to say it, spreads. So like being aware, this is the first step of being aware of like your own toxic patterns and your own insecurities and your own like wounds from relationships, and you know, whether it's a father wound or an abandonment issue or someone did you dirty and you really like I didn't, you know, you never see it coming, you know what I mean, and then it just boom, it just happens, you know. So it's just like you want to clear all of this out of your energetic field. So I'm going to do some burning of these flowers from Mother Gaia. These are beautiful flowers. And we are going to release some of this archonic energy. Okay, and the flower energies, you know, the fairy elemental spirits, the tree spirits, the gnome spirits, the elven realms, all of the beautiful Mother Earth, nature spirits, and the light spirits of Mama Gaia, like they are present in the forest. There's lots of fairies there. And for those of you who know about fairies, there's a couple of realms of, there's more than a couple, but there's many realms of fairies. So there's the Unseelie realm and there's the Seelie realm of fairies. And they work very closely with the tree spirits on Mama Gaia, the elven spirits, the elves, the gnomes, and things like that. So you could always call on one of these beautiful elemental beings and they will help you. And the offerings that fairies like are sweets. So fairies are very playful energy. I love the fairies. I always used to like wish that I descended from fairy realm. And they're like tricksters, but they have fun with it. They're very light in energy. But if you want to like offer them something and thanks to helping you release today, you could offer them something sweet, like a, I don't know, a cupcake, or even like they like jewels and sweet treats, and they like teacups with flowers on it. At least my fairies do, the ones that are from the cosmic realms and Mother Gaia. But you have to be really careful with the fairies, and they don't like when you say thank you like the archangels do. Archangels you have to thank. The fairies are like, don't thank me, like just offer me like a cupcake or like a tart, like a something like a sweet, like, but like a tart. One of my fairies is like, tell them to offer us like the tart, the tart on the taste bud. It's like a sweet, but like a tart. It's like a bittersweet. I don't know how to explain this in the human realm, because I am a starseed, and my first language is telepathy, and also, which is communicating with thoughts in the mind and picking up energy, the energetic thoughts of others, like on Orion's belt and Bellatrix. Bellatrix is where I'm from, and I am a walk-in soul, so I have to say this in like pretty much every one of my videos, because the human that was incarnating in this body before me, she went through lots of trauma, to say the least, and she didn't know how to process it, and sometimes she went into her goddess rage moments because humans would really like bring it out of her, like they would just make her upset. She was very Hadrian. So Hadrian is a star cluster that emits love, and Hadrians believe in, okay, so I'm acting from my heart space and I'm acting from love and compassion, so I expect the next one to act. Not everyone is from the Hadrian realm. There are many different realms that make up the universes. So, I mean, so like who likes to attack the Hadrian realm as well as the Mintakan realm on Orion, the Bellatrix realm, and Atlantis? One of my Andromedan star mothers was like, don't leave out Andromeda, and as well as Atlantis and Lemuria. So, I know I just said that like double time, but I'm going to get my rings and I'm going to tap this glass. And I'm going to tap all of this negativity out. Because today in the universe, like the archons are really like, they're really like trying to get into these leaks in our aura and these cracks. And it's really just not cool. So we are going to defeat the archonic entities today, and we are not going to take their shit. So we are going to start tapping because they hate stuff like tapping, and it makes them like go the other way. So we're gonna tap on this candle here. They don't like orgonites, organdomes with the copper coils, because that like it defeats their whole purpose. Like, it defeats their whole beings, and like what the government and like Freemasons and like, have you heard of Bohemian Grove? Like, these are all leaders from the Alpha Draconians and the Reptilians, which are the opposite of Orion's belt and the opposite of starseeds on Andromeda, the ones who bombed. They destroyed Atlantis, and they destroyed Lemuria, and they destroyed Mintaka. They went to war, and they blew up those starseed countries. That's why they're saying like the lost world of Atlantis and the lost Lemuria. And Lemuria was, it's one of my starseed realms, and it was one of the most beautiful, beautiful star lives that I've ever lived. And I really miss my Lemurian roots. I really do. I really miss the dolphins there and the crystalline energy mountains. They were just so beautiful. And in Atlantis, I missed the mermaids. And this is what the humans and the mortals say are fantasy, but they're very much alive on those realms. And of course, there's spirit realms of Lemuria and Atlantis on the spirit realm, but they once were actual, because that's why they have them on, you know, like the History Channel, or it's the Lost World of Atlantis, and they have them as tourist attractions, you know, and the government will subliminally put these messages out there. They will be like, okay, this is what I'm really doing behind the scenes, and they will put them in movies, and then they'll, you know, like people are like, oh, it's just fake, it's the movies. But no, they're really trying to tell you the truth through these subliminal messages and through, so that's why they have like tourist attractions at like Universal Orlando, and they have dragons, and then like the mortals are like, who are unawakened, are like, oh, it's just fake, but it's alive in other realms. It's not even fake, and it's like, it's really real in the star realms. Like, there's dragons that fly in Lemuria with their crystals on their crown chakras and on their throats, and they're very, very, they're beautiful. The dragons there, they're like, they're big, and yes, they blow out fire, and they need to be like, you know, powerful when need be, but they're big teddy bears. And like, I used to cuddle up next to my dragon with wings, and on my star realm, and he would just put his wing over me and protect me, and I would like stare at his crystals. It was a really like sweet dragon. So I am protected by dragons as well. I have many spirit animals, and so my dragons and my dragon mothers and brothers and sisters and my dragon elementals are going to help blow out all of this negativity today, because the dragon realm is very real. On Lemuria, there's dragons in Atlantis, there's dragons on Mintaka, there's dragons in different starseed realms, okay? So anytime like you feel alone, or you feel like, God, my boss made me like so stressed out today, or God, my coworker is competing with me and I don't want to compete. Like, a lot of us don't have the competitive nature because we are not alpha draconians. I know I'm not a competitive person. I know people have tried to compete, but it's like, okay, like that's not the energy that I'm like, you know, acting from. That's not the energy that I'm created from, because we always return to oneness, and we always return to authenticity, and we always return to our origins, right? So like, if it's not ingrained in you, like if you're not an alpha draconian, like you're like, okay, well, you're competing with yourself because I'm not acting from that frequency. Bye. So it's just like, that's how I am. I'm like, okay, well, I don't compete. If you're an alpha, okay, but I'm not an alpha. I wasn't born an alpha. And I'm talking about alpha, even personality types right now. So like, my personality is more like an omega. I'm not a beta. It's like omega and I think gamma. But I know that I'm from the gamma star realm, which is Bellatrix on Orion's belt. The gamma generations, in another sense, that's going to be a very powerful generation someday. Because right now it's like, okay, so it's Gen Zs, and then it's the next one, which is are the alphas? I'm so used to talking in starseed talk. Then there's betas and then gammas. But like I'm saying, now generations though. So, but personality types, I was never an alpha. If you are an alpha, You know, you are a go-getter, you're very ambitious, you're very like, oh, I'm gonna workaholic, like, that's awesome. And I'm not talking about Alpha Dracos. I'm not talking about Alpha Draconians. I'm talking about the personality types. But this right here, this is a Fairy Castle Spirit Quartz. So this is from the star realm of Lemuria. And she is very elusive. And she could be very sweet, but very powerful. Don't let the glitter and the sparkles fool you on her. She's very galactic and very powerful. So she's a beautiful one. And we are going to do her star brother from other star realms. So this one, he is very powerful. His soul is very like anchored into the star realm of Lyra. Because if you see on the back of him, there's like a lion face, like a big cat. So like Lyra, I have Lyra star mothers, and they're these big cats, whether they're lions or leopards or cheetahs or, you know, tiger energy. If you see these types of animals, and you know, have a starseed basis or roots in past life starseed, you know, constellations, it's probably Lyrans calling you, okay? And then if you have more of like a blue ray calling, which is from Sirius, Sirius, that star life, it's blue, and they are very like, they're a little bit more adamant in going to get what they want, but they're not like fully like alpha personality types. Does that make sense? So, and then if you're indigo, then you're extremely sensitive to the energies and the emotions. You're like a sponge. And indigos are spread out through our star system. They can be from Mintaka. They can be from Andromeda. They could be from Arcturus. As I say, you could be an Arcturian. So Pleiadians. Okay, Pleiadians. I had my Pleiadian awakening, and it was an extensive awakening. And let me tell you, it can go from like, you feel like you're having like a Kundalini awakening, and it gets you, like it anchors you from Mother Gaia, but then it pulls you up. So then it's like you get those tingles to your spine, and it feels like almost like a tantric, I can't explain it, like a tantric Kundalini awakening. If you know, you know. So I've had many of those, had many dark nights of the soul, spiritual, you know, evolution awakenings, and you know, we don't choose this. We're made for this shit. Like, we are chosen. We are the chosen ones, like legit. So like when the government and like Hollywood like shows you movies of like the Fifth Element, okay, and she is the one to save the world and like change the fate of the world and save it. They're like telling you like, okay, these are the chosen ones, these are the black sheep. If you've been bullied, if you've been targeted, if you don't fit in anywhere, if people often make you the target, chances are you are a starseed and you have your own gifts, your own talents and abilities, and you have to take that pain and their projections and transmute it into your own power and into your light. So we're going to be talking more about that in up and coming videos, but right now we're going to focus on the crystal tapping of him. So this one, he's saying Beltagese, Beltaglace, I can't pronounce that, it's on Orion's belt. He's had past lives on Orion's belt and Beltagese or Beltaggeise, I can't pronounce it. Also in Lyra and Atlantis and Pleiades. So he's had multiple lives where he's been. Yes, crystals have souls, okay? This is why they're here to heal, just like plants. There's every living human, every living frequency and soul to the crystal. So just like plants and just like, you know, people, the crystals have their own modalities of healing, their own purpose. So This one, he's an Atlantis, an Arcturus. He's a beautiful rainbow spirit quartz. Yeah, I've had him for quite a while. He's also Pleiadian, so he's had past lives. And I think the tapping scared the neighbors away. It's like, oh, are you an Archon? No, I'm just... But, okay, so this right here, we're going to do the Crystal Kingdom of Lemuria. So we're going to start with her. And she's a beaut. My Lemurian roots are very, very potent. They're very strong. My life on Lemuria, I miss very much. I miss my Lemurian star mothers and my seals and my mermaids and my fairies and my dolphins from Lemuria. It was a beautiful life in that realm, and but I've come now to transmute darkness, shadows, lies into truth, light, tranquility, power, love, and so on and so forth. I'm not one of those love and light people. Okay, so like I also know how to integrate you know, into a shadow, like integrate the shadows into light. I know how a true alchemist knows how and when to act from the shadow self and when to act from the light self, and knows when to alchemize both and how to alchemize both. So it's the truth. So acknowledge your pain, acknowledge the wound, feel into it. I know it sucks. It sucks. Healing is, you know, it's not a straight line, but you need to heal. So this is what I'm here for as well. I'm also a shamaness with Earth Mother Medicine. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I was certified already in Usai Reiki. And I use Mother Gaia's plant healing herbal abilities here. And we're just going to keep going with the Lemurian crystals here. So she is beautiful. She is just so pure. Lots of fairies were drawn to her. She was in Lemuria and Atlantis. Yeah, so she's very fairy energy. I could feel their energies, the fairy elementals energies off her, and earth elemental energies. So yeah, crystals come too, like us. They come from the starseed realms, and they've come to aid us starseeds to help humans. You know, and just like know your triggers and know how to put up boundaries. I want to talk about putting up energetic boundaries, okay, to toxic people. So we're going to do him. So like putting up an energetic boundary is like, okay, you can be kind to someone's face, and then like energetically you're going to protect and shield yourself. So like, for instance, you can use the black crystals or protections. So you could use a black onyx, a black obsidian, a snowflake obsidian, a black tourmaline. You could even use a red jasper or ocean jasper or moss agate. You can use any type of the Native American tribe, Apache tear. There's so many of them. And you need to protect the chakras that have pain. And this one, he's really sensitive, and I need to like watch out with tapping him. So I'm just going to tap the bottom and like this part, because I did not mean to do that. I'm so sorry, Crystal. Earlier it happened too, and I like tapped a piece of him off, so I need to be careful with him. I'm sorry. Okay, so yes, I say sorry to my crystal babies and my crystal parents too, because a lot of them are older than us and they have more wisdom and experience. There was another crystal I wanted to use before this. Did we use him yet? Well, we're going to use him now. This is like one of my master crystals right here. He is powerful. Lemurian crystals. And speaking of Lemurian, I want to use my Lemurian quartz with the smoky black tourmaline in it. But he is beautiful and strong and powerful. His energies are very potent. So as I'm tapping these energetic blueprint healing frequencies into you. So they go into the screen and then they enter you if you consent and allow. And I have a little, this candle smells better. Okay, I have a little blue, what are these called? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. It's like a blue Lemurian, no. Sometimes I have brain farts, pardon me. I am a walk-in soul, so it's hard for me to process words. And you'll hear my speech change as well. And this is, I did not ask for this. This just happened to me. But that was like a blue Lemurian. And then this is a tangerine quartz. And I have a bigger one of it, but I was doing a session earlier. The tangerine quartz are my favorite ones. Oh, here's a Lemurian. This is the one I was going to show you. So this right here, before I show you the tangerine, guys, I'm going to show you this one. So see how it's opalescent? I don't know if you could see that. Hang on. It's like rainbows in there. So this is very present. It almost looks like a watermelon tourmaline, like in the light that I just held it in the natural light on this side. Show you guys. It's very galactic, and even though it's small, its power is very profound. So this, he is a blue? He's an aqua aura. Okay. I'm like, I knew that this is an aqua aura Lemurian seed quartz. Jeez, it's so extensive, but I know this. And this one is the it looks like a watermelon tourmaline in the middle, but those are the opalescent lights. This is what, like, it looks like the crystal clear waters, but a little bit more blue in Lemuria and Atlantis. And look, beautiful, right? So these are from my star realms, and they have found me in this lifetime because they're like, you need to work with me. I want to tap this one. And then there's another one that I want to show you, and it's just Lemurian. Here it is. It's Lemurian with I know all of my crystals. Okay, it's the Lemurian with the black tourmaline and the smoky quartz in. And he's very powerful, this one. This is a Lemurian quartz right here. And he's got protective energies with the black tourmaline and the smoky quartz in there as well. So quartzes, they're self-cleansing. You don't necessarily have to sage bath them. Just like the smoky quartz, which is right here. I used to have several of these, but I have him left. It's my favorite one. And this puts a force field of protection around your aura and your energy fields. And crystal tapping alleviates many nerve problems too. So like the holistic healing, I've always been a holistic healer at heart. It doesn't matter what life I'm in or what form I'm in. This is my natural state of origin. It's my energy. So these are tangerine quartz. Look how beautiful this one and this one. So excuse me really fast because I'm going to have to take a drink of some of this because I forgot to make my tea and bring it in here. And we're going to do some crystal tapping with him. Oh, he's lovely, his energy. It's beautiful. It's hard to grip him, but I'm trying. I don't want him to slip out of my hand, and I don't want anything to happen to him, so he's a beautiful one. A beautiful one right here. I love him. He's like a big teddy bear spirit, but he's so powerful. And then I want to use some of my, and it's been a while since I really like processed these names of the crystals because I'm a walk-in soul. Ametrine. Okay, so this is an ametrine, and ametrines are beautiful. They have citrine and amethyst in them, and she's Lemurian all the way, and Atlantean. A little bit of Pleiades roots, but Lemuria and Atlantis, that's where she really derives and hails from. She's just beautiful. Like the energies of these crystals, and these are the currencies up there. They're the currencies in the galactic realms. So there was no money. This only realm that, you know, we have to earn or make money is the earth realm, right? Which makes sense because it's root chakra energies, anchoring into the earth, stability, security, and all of that. So I'm a starseed and I will bring my healing gifts. And if you can feel free to make a donation to keep this channel going, because I really believe in energy exchange. So in exchange for my healing gifts and abilities, my shamanesque gifts and my higher realms of knowledge and my wisdom, I ask that you make a donation. I'm going to leave a link in the description box to where you can donate to me to keep the channel going and to keep getting new videos and new content every day, healing content. I'm going to do lots of starseed channeling from light language codes. I'm going to be doing lots of cord cuttings. So right now we are going to cord cut, and we are going to use this. And I'm going to just like open the window. Teeny bit, not that much. So we're going to pull this out. Cutting out all the energy vampires, all of the toxic hooks that the parasites and the archons put in us on a daily basis, whether it's through our food, through our music, all of those influences that, you know, you just don't need that gunk. And if you start to burp, and you start to cry, and you start to cough or sneeze, just know your body's releasing it. Snap all the projections away, right? And I like to use my rattles. We're gonna do the more owl rattle shaking. And then we're gonna take the Apache tear. You'll see. Sometimes the planes are really loud, the drone planes that fly over. So sometimes I gotta shut that window right out. Lots of planes that come over here and hold on one second. Okay, there it is. I'm like, I need to find my chevron amethyst, and I need to also find my Apache tear. So I gotta open the window for this because we're gonna blow the parasite archons right out of here, okay? They could hook into you, excuse me, from parasitic people and just people that don't have like your best intentions, okay? So we've got a Apache tear and we've got a chevron amethyst. The chevron amethysts have the white lines in them. And then we're just going to shake any remnants of negative energies away. And then we're going to burn some cinnamon, and then we're going to ground again, and we are going to use the jaspers. I have an ocean jasper and like an earth jasper. And then I also want to tap on the earth shamanist crystal as well. And then I want to use a sunstone. So I have a sunstone organite that's really good, and she'll suck the EMF right out. Okay, so that's where like a lot of parasitic archons, parasite archons, they will latch onto those thoughts and they will influence you, whether it's through music you listen to. Everything's energy. So like, just say like the person who, and it gets real deep, is like rapping your favorite song, okay? And then he's, you know, you're listening to that, you're taking that in like a sponge, and that could influence you subconsciously to where like consciously, you know, or like physically on your physical vessel, you'll start doing and acting from what his songs are saying. So like, we need to clear this out, okay? It's really important to clear and to cleanse daily and to really keep your aura clean and safe from these parasite entities. And a lot of it's alpha draconic. So alpha draconics, we already talked about them in previous videos. They're the opposite star realms of Lemurians, Mintakans, Atlanteans. And they went to war on those star constellation countries, or those star galactic, you know, countries up there. I don't know how else to say it on the human realm. And correct me if I'm wrong, but they're galactic star constellations, and they literally, the Draconians have literally, the alpha Draconians have literally destroyed Lemuria and Atlantis, and they blew up Mintaka, and they pissed off a lot of the star seeds that, you know, emitted light, emitted truth, emitted love, because they were like the more malevolent star realms, and they attacked the benevolent ones. And I'm pretty sure it was because of, out of spite and jealousy, because they knew what we were going to bring down to Earth, to the new Earth, to heal, and they couldn't do it. So instead, they acted out of their own pain, their trauma, their egos, and their jealousy. Yes, I'm saying it about the Alpha Draconians. If you are one and you are becoming aware of your innate true nature and you're trying to heal, I applaud you. But if you are on this channel and you're an Alpha Draconian and you want to keep acting from your wicked ways, leave my channel, because I don't have room for that. And I don't have room for that type of energy or energetic harm. And neither did my subscribers. Keep the comments safe and, you know, civil. I don't want any fights in my comments about Alpha Draconians. I don't want to be attacked about you guys. Like, just leave it alone and just go the other way. If you have nothing kind to say, don't say it at all. And I'm being straight up as all hell. which hell is also a star constellation. It's not even a real realm of fire that the Abrahamics created and how they demonized the light bearer. I'm not even going to get into the religious speak right now. I'm not. But I will tell you that if you are Christian and you come onto my channel and attack me and say I'm demonic or I'm this or I'm wrong, I will ban you from my channel. I don't want to hear it. Don't leave a comment. Just scroll and go and find your own little Christian channels or whatever. Abrahamic religion channels from whatever you believe in. The person who had this body before me, I am a walk-in soul. It's not demonic, okay? Because I've been attacked by a lot of Abrahamic religion and cults. She was attacked by them too. She was targeted really bad by the Archon Christians. And they all had that belief system, that matrix archonic belief system, and she was attacked for her truth and her gifts, and she left the body, and I'm here now, and I will keep defending her. I am, after all, in her body, and I will keep defending my star races of Lemuria, Atlantis, Orion, Arcturus, Lyra, Pleiades. I don't need anyone's judgment. I don't need anyone's projections. No one's. So right now, to counteract this energy that I'm picking up, because I'm picking up an energy, excuse me, I am going to use this sunstone to suck all of those archonic projections from those alpha draconians and those reptilians away. So they hate these. These are organites. And we're going to tap these. One of my gifts is like a lie detector. It's like a lie detector test. It detects intentions. It detects truths, and it detects souls. One second. Because I know I had something in here. It's over here. Hang on. So this baby right here is an EMF fighter. And it's very potent. It's a chakra pyramid. And it chases away the archons. Archon, Draco, Reptilian, mother truckers. It chases them away. And if it doesn't chase them away, it chases their bad intentions away. And their motives away. So this right here is really good, because also if you need to protect yourself, I suggest putting bind runes on your property on every 4 corners. They're called dog runes or bind runes. So you have definitely this symbol right here, and you have Rado, and I have a Rado one, and I have it right here. It's on my carnelian. I just had it. But yeah, you just really need to be conscious and really wake up and see what's going on in the world. And sometimes the divine will test you and put you through the hardest spiritual path. So if you are on the hardest spiritual path, I am here to tell you, do not give up. Do not fold. Do not play small for anyone. This is a channeled message, okay? Your breakthrough is coming. You are important. You are relevant. Your gifts are relevant, and you will spread your light and your truth and your love and your compassion to humanity. It doesn't matter how bad it hurts. I promise you, you will make it through. I promise you. And I'm one strong starseed. because I have been through so much, to the point where I had to really sit there and process that pain and just really feel into it and release. And this is where my healing comes in, okay? So like going through the darkness, if you were born a reincarnated earth angel from the seraphim realm or the archangel realm, you know, or the cherubim realm in the heavens, or if you were born a fairy or a mermaid and this, you know, a dragon or an elf, and this world is too harsh for you, keep going. Do not give up, and don't fold for the archons. Always vibrate from your inner truth and your light, and don't let them take your energy. Don't let them pull on your energy. Don't let them hook into your energy or influence you, okay? And I'm here to remind you of your power. I'm here to remind you to act from your heart chakra. Don't go with the masses. Don't go with the crowds, okay? Don't go along with it. Be yourself, okay? Honor yourself. So that's a channeled message. And I wanted to do one more thing. I want to channel some light language messages. And I want to work with my huge crystal here. And of course, I had him earlier. He's a huge calcite from the earth. And I might have put him over here. Hang on, I'm so sorry. Well, we're just going to use another one because for some reason, he's in hiding right now. Which is very strange, but... we are going to find him after this. And I'm just going to pull. I wanted to work with the ocean jasper and the earth shamaness jasper. Because now I'm curious and I'm like, something told me to like lock my door when I took a shower and I didn't listen to that inner voice. And you know what happens when you don't listen to it. So, okay. Anyways, here is, not anyways, but that's archonic. So this is an earth shaman calcite right here, and he really helps. And if you hear like roommates in the background, just forgive them because they don't know any better. Okay, so like you'll hear like one of them right now. But he doesn't really know, like he's not awakened, so like you can't get mad at someone who's not awakened, you know what I mean? Like someone who doesn't know like what they're really doing. And like you can't get mad at like someone who like goes along with the masses, who doesn't have spiritual awakenings, because they're acting from that human ego. They're not aware, you know, they don't have awareness, and they only know how to act from one way, which is running with the rest of the sheep. So I'm going to close this session now. Yeah, you really have to just learn how to let things go and just like really like learn how to just like put boundaries up, which I do want to say. I was going to say energetic boundaries, but I did want to talk about, one of my star mothers told me to tell you about saving your incense ash after you burn your Nag Champa or your dragon's blood incense, and mix it with white salt, and you can make like a gray black salt and sprinkle some rosemary in there, and then line your windows with it. Also use some Florida water, and sometimes when I run out I mix it with alcohol, and it literally makes pain go away for me. I know it doesn't work for everyone, but I just want to say that I'm going to channel light language in my next video, because I think that my roommates might be getting into the shower and the walls are really thin here and it's really loud. But I'm going to do some glass tapping really quick. It's weird because I never have sticky stuff on my things, and I should have locked locked my door and I didn't listen to my inner voice. Hang on, I just gotta get a baby wipe really fast. And I wanted to do some tapping on this, but I need to clean it. That was just really weird. I'm gonna tap on another bottle. So this is garnets, carnelian, citrine, rose quartz, amethyst, sodalite. And I'm gonna do some more activations with my crystals, but I'm kind of getting distracted from my roommates right now, so I'm going to end the session and upload this. And I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for existing. I will do light language in my next videos, and I ask that you make a donation, join the tribe, join my star fam, subscribe to my channel, comment if this helped you, and just learn how to release and let go and really feel into your pain, and then come back to my videos so I could help you heal and release.